Hello, you may not know me, but it's
Supernova.
And today we're talking about my problems. I feel like it's a must for me to introduce myself first because I have over 100 subscribers that are probably confused saying, why am I subscribed to this person? So for starters, obviously, hello, I'm Nova. So before I was a streamer, babes, I was a gacha tuber. I was making crappy gacha videos, like the drawings, the tweeting was so trash. But hey, when people change, I guess the content as well. I'm not gonna mention my gacha name back then, but to those who know, I guess you know. Low-key, I really want to make a controversial thumbnail and title like those drama channels like, this streamer was eventually selling illegal substances to her 12-year-old fan, and then it's just me talking about my insecurities. Wow, a VTuber being vulnerable. How exciting. Yes, VTubers are humans, okay? Just like how singers are also humans. So you K-pop fans, y'all are not safe because I eventually do drag people on my streams and not on video. But that's not the point because we have bigger chickens to fry. And the chicken being how stable my mental health is, and I feared that it would trip anytime soon. So today, mainly I want to talk about why I'm not getting viewers because a lot of my peers in the TikTok streaming community are getting 40 plus viewers in a stream and I have 5k followers. Yeah, I don't get the viewers that they're having and it's embarrassing. Just to make it clear, the reasons are not listed in order, okay? They are completely randomized, but they are things that I want to get off my chest. The first possibility is probably because I'm using a PNG model. Listen, I feel like I could actually tolerate a fully articulated model, but I just don't have the skill and money for it. The worst of the worst. But hey, maybe I'm not trying enough and I should probably start expanding my horizons, like collabing with fellow VTubers, but I have so much anxiety, so if you're a fellow streamer, just hit me up because I physically can't. I can tolerate the chats, but I can't tolerate the calls. That's all I'm saying. But I could tolerate both if you were like my lover. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like I should get my hands to drawing and watch YouTube tutorials like how I did with my gacha days. Because like, I feel like that's a major issue on why I don't get viewers that I want to achieve. So if ever I went inactive, you guys would know why. Second is probably because my interests and humor are surprisingly way too niche. Majority of the VTubers in the community aren't driven by pop culture. I betrayed your feelings? That's my line. Okay. Gowns, beautiful, gorgeous gowns. Which baffles me because apparently mainstream media, especially music, are like quote-unquote generic and apparently the norm. I'm probably the only VTuber who mentioned about crying to Man's Best Friend by Sabrina Carpenter. Like, I'm sorry, okay? The ballads connected some dots in my personal life. My video game pets are literally named after Cat's Eye. And those are either Yoonchip, Danny, or Baby Tahin. No VTuber is freaking fangirling over Addison Rae. Like, I feel like some sort of shame of expressing my love for her, like headphones on is free and therapy isn't. The key change in Diet Pepsi, the way she acted in 2020 is because unfortunately, fame is a gun and she pointed it blind. Taylor Swift. Her name basically explains itself. There might be other streamers out there that are probably the biggest Swifties, but baby, I'm at least top 3. Like, Taylor is my girl. Also, YouTubers, like, when I say the wasp are inside, unfortunately, they want it outside. I could go on and on for hours about my interests and people would still be scratching their heads. Unless they know who and what I'm talking about. Enough of the pop talk, I'm gonna start yapping first because the last reason is a bit personal, you know? Like, my stomach is going to feel like a punching bag getting punched because I'm punching it with a pair of punching gloves called insecurities. Last reason, since my brain can't function anymore, my third reason is probably because of my speaking voice. Now, I have received compliments with people saying that I actually have a pretty speaking voice. Some people in the chat saying I sound cute, I sound like a YouTuber in a complimentary way. My teacher in computer class when I was grade 8 said I would be a great call center agent. Someone even said I sound like I could do a great Deku impression, which I'll take that as a compliment. Men in Roblox saying I sound sexy. And they would say no homo after, but I'm sorry, if you find my voice somewhat attractive, babes, I fear that you and me are living in the same home. Going back to my painful and torturous insecurities about my speaking voice, I feel like when I start talking in stream, people would just scroll away. Like it is so bad. Even my zero viewer would tell me to shut the hell up. One of my insecurities is my voice, which I find really surprising because I have received compliments from people that I see face to face saying that I have a great sounding voice. But for some odd reason, I feel like I'm being gaslit by simply streaming and seeing my performance. I'm not receiving a decent number of viewers, and my thoughts just click that it's either my personality, the references I'm using, but I just figured that it could be probably my voice. Now, I'm not saying like I want this seductive and sensual voice, which can be a good part, but I just want to sound like the moment you hear me, you would be in awe. I remember I was playing Roblox and there's this game called The Corner. I remember playing The Corner late at night and my friend joined, and let's call him Martin. Martin doesn't have a deep, sexy, and daddy please spank me tone, but rather a very pleasant tone that even I was attracted to his voice. The hell? Either Filipino or English, like he sounds so good, like please marry me so you could be my male wife. And of course, if I find it attractive, that basically means other people find it attractive, and apparently that's correct. Some people in the game were like saying hey handsome to him, something like that. Like they were really into him by simply just hearing his voice. I got my voice chat suspended because I called a pink dinosaur Barney with iron deficiency. Sorry to the person, oh my gosh. And after I got suspended, I took a deep breath and broke down. Like I literally cried so bad around 11 p.m. for 2 minutes. Not because I got my VC rights taken away like Trump taking women's rights away. I cried because I didn't feel good about myself. I said to myself like, why do I even have the guts to stream if I don't even have an attractive voice tone like Martin's? And yeah, that's all I gotta say. And I am trying to heal so bad right now, and I guess I'll just try to like find my ways to like get my viewers to go up in the future, and hopefully, you know, I don't feel bad about myself anymore. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. And if you are new here, I would highly appreciate it if you subscribe and join the Supernovas, and please go follow me on TikTok because that's where I mainly stream. Have a wonderful day or evening, and I hope you enjoyed just me talking, and yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.